Hey, this is Coleman with cinchsupport.com, and in this video, I'm going to be going over some of the basic things I like to do to set up my Mac after a clean install of macOS. The first thing I'm going to do is eject the USB drive from the computer by dragging it to the trash. Now you can see there's nothing on my desktop. I like to at least see my hard drive, so I'm going to go up to Finder, Preferences, and turn on hard disks and connected servers, so anything connected to my Mac is visible on the desktop. I'm also going to open new Finder windows directly to my user folder. I find it's a lot easier to get around this way. I want the sidebar to show me not only my user folder, but every folder inside of it, as well as everything else in this list, so that when I have Finder windows open, I can get around really easily. Next, I open up the hard drive and go to the Applications folder and pull it down into the dock. You right-click on the icon and view it as a list and view it as a folder, and now you have a very quick shortcut to get to any app right in your computer. This way, you can start cleaning up the dock and customizing it to get rid of the things that you don't use often, because now you have a very simple way to get to any application on your computer with just one click. This makes it a lot easier to get around. The next thing I'm going to do is go up to the View menu and Show Status Bar. This is going to put info at the bottom of every Finder window that lets me see how much hard drive space I have left at a glance. I'm also going to go up to the battery indicator and show percentage. This way I can see how much power I have left or whether or not I need to charge my computer. Next, I'm going to go to Apple System Preferences, and I'm going to set up a few key things that I think make my computer easier to use and dial it in. The first thing I'm going to customize is the dock. I open it up and I like to show magnification and reduce the size so that it shows just a little bit of visual, zoom in on my app so I can see what I'm clicking on. I also like to turn off this new feature, Show Recent Applications, because it starts putting things in the dock that I didn't intentionally put there, so I turn that off. The next thing I'm going to do is go back up to the System Preferences and Show All, then click into Energy Saver so I can start customizing these. I like to turn the display off a bit later than Apple's default. It's just warning you it's going to take more power, and I definitely don't want to put the hard drives to sleep. In fact, I turn all these things off. And then I go up to battery and I do basically the same thing. Extend the display, make sure the hard drives stay on all the time, and I turn off the slightly dim display when on battery power as well. Basically, I'm turning off all the things Apple has on by default. The next thing I'm going to do is go down to Bluetooth and have it show in the menu bar so I have easy access to it, as well as Time Machine. We're going to come back for Time Machine later, but yeah, I do want to have it up in the menu bar so I can get to it easily. My next thing on my list is in iCloud. Open up the iCloud preference pane, and up in iCloud Drive, go to Options and ensure that your desktop and documents folder are not syncing. This is something Apple rolled out really poorly and I want to have it turned off. Next, I go down to the Sharing pane and I customize the computer name. This is the name that is shown on the local network, but it's also the name that Time Machine uses for your computer, so make sure that it's something unique. I have a 2015, so I'm going to name it that. Next, I like to set up my software update to not automatically do updates. So I go to Advanced and I turn off Check for Updates. It's going to ask for your computer password, type it in, hit OK. But sometimes I do want to run updates for my current system. Right now, it's trying to push Catalina on me, which I don't want to do. But under Other Updates, you click More Info, and this will show you the current updates for your system. And yeah, I do want to run these. I'm going to install them later because we're doing a tutorial, but yeah, I'm going to install those. And that's where you can find it under the second small More Info. Next, I'm going to go over to the Sound Preference pane, and under Sound Effects, I'm going to turn on Play Feedback when volume is changed. This allows me to press the physical keys on my keyboard to adjust the volume. And you can hear that. I want to be able to hear that so I know how loud my speaker is. I'm also going to go to Trackpad, open that up, and at the top under Scroll and Zoom, I'm going to turn off natural scrolling. This is reversed to me. It's how iPads and iPhones are set up, and it's just a personal preference. I actually turn all these off because I don't like my trackpad doing extra things that I haven't told it to. And then under More Gestures, I turn Swipe between pages to 3 fingers and then increase the tracking speed just a little. I also go to Keyboard, and under the Text Preference pane, I'm going to turn off the 3 automatic things that happen here in the upper right. These are things carried over from the iPhone, like adding a double space after a period or capitalizing words that I haven't done with my own keyboard, and I don't want my Mac doing that. Then under General, I'm going to turn off Handoff, which is that little thing in the dock that pops up when you have your phone open and I'm sure some people use this feature, but I don't. I just find it annoying, so I turn it off. The very last thing we're going to do is go to the Displays preference pane, and under Resolution, click on Scaled, and this allows us to choose different resolutions for our Retina display. If you click on More Space, this will show us more pixels per inch, and everything will look sharper and at higher quality, and it'll maximize my user experience in the desktop and in all my apps. Well, that's it for all the settings I like to have on a fresh install of Mojave. Be sure to check out the other videos on our channel, and thanks for watching.